What is up, guys? JrzSaiyan here, and welcome 12s that subscribed to me more recently from my Seattle Seahawks reaction video to the game-winning missed field goal by Blair Walsh. Now, this video today is my thoughts and feelings the day after the miracle win of the Seattle Seahawks in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Yesterday was really tiring. Um, a lot of Seattle Seahawks games this year have been very heart-wrenching, very close, especially early on in the year, and it's really gotten me to where when we lost, I was down the whole week until the next week where we would win, right? But it's been real heart-wrenching this year, and just to have a win come out like that, I was physically, emotionally tired, and it was absolutely crazy. I know a lot of people feel the way I do. I know Norbcam felt the way I did when he was recording his video at the airport when he went on the way back home from where he watched the game. But yeah, I'm pretty tired, and overall, Seahawks played a really tough game. We didn't allow a touchdown, which helped us a lot. Our defense was stout going to that. Uh, we gave up twice. We gave up field position, or three times we gave up field position real close, or twice. My bad. We did a Russell Wilson tipped interception from Chase Kaufman, and the fake punt by John Ryan that he ended up jumping over the pile and face planting, breaking his nose. So that was pretty hilarious. I was like thinking like, what the heck? Why would you do that, John Ryan? But he could have juked to the side and made the first down, but he decided to go the aggressive way and try to jump over. And that was pretty funny. But it was these kind of games are going to be remembered for the rest of NFL history, especially a playoff game, especially one of the third coldest game in NFL history is going to be remembered for a very, very long time. That sucks for Blair Walsh. And a lot of people are saying it's luck. It could be. It could have been luck. A lot of people were saying it's luck. We could have been probably the luckiest team in the world yesterday. Or if you think about it, game wise, Richard Sherman, the last field goal before he came, if he came this close, like a hairline close from blocking the field goal, if he would have jumped, he would have blocked it, but he didn't. And you never know. He could have gotten in Blair Walsh's head after that field goal, and up to the next one, he would have thought, I need to kick a little bit faster, a little bit more to the left because Sherman's coming straight at me, right? Someone's going to come and try to block it, especially if it's game-winning field goal. It's probably in his head. It's cold. It's freezing. Balls. Just so many elements went to that kick that went wrong, and that it doesn't conclude to just luck. It concludes to kicker can't take the pressure. Laces were in. I mean, not just the laces were in, guys, because he kicked the other field goal from 40 yards with the laces in. He couldn't kick a 27-yard field goal. It's less, mind you, it's less than an extra point. So that it was all in his head. It was Sherman. There was a lot of elements. The cold, a lot of elements to it. So it's not all luck, but I will say we're lucky that it happened to us, right? It could have happened to the Bengals against the Steelers because the Steelers were in the same exact situation, about the same exact length. Yeah, so we're very fortunate, as Russ Wilson likes to say, to have come out of that with a win. And with that, we're gonna take the win, build on it, and go and play, and most likely not most likely try to, but most likely beat the Carolina Panthers. In my opinion, we will beat the Carolina Panthers. I do not think they coming off a bye. I'll talk more about that later. You know what? I'll talk more about that later. But I just don't feel like the Carolina Panthers are going to beat us. And I feel like we're destined to make another Super Bowl run. And if we're not, I'm wrong. But it's okay. I just feel that way. And those are my feelings after the miracle win that we had. If you have a miracle win like that, most likely you're destined to win all the way. And if you don't, then it was just a win in the win column, for Russell Wilson and co. But I like to think that we're destined. All Seattle Seahawks like to think that we're destined to win the Super Bowl every year, right? Right? Especially these last 4 years have been hell of amazing years. for the city of Seattle and its fans and the fans around the world that are Seahawks fans, right? Um, what else? Russell Wilson is magic. That one play that he had was crazy. Doug Baldwin's catch was absolutely crazy. His mom told him to get that chip on his shoulder to get it off because it's like a boulder and to replace it with angel wings. And guess what he did with that? He flew with his angel wings and absolutely caught that one-handed catch, which was outstanding and amazing considering the cold and you don't have a lot of feeling in your hands compared to it being hot. You know, it's just crazy what the Seattle Seahawks were able to do yesterday, despite all the troubles that we had. And to say that that weather didn't affect us, it affected everything in the game. Yeah, it really did. Russell Wilson's balls they died down in the air. He had open people, Tyler Lockett, Doug Baldwin for touchdowns. If it would have been normal weather, which it will be around Carolina, those would have been touchdowns. So yeah, I mean, weather does affect, especially when it's one of the coldest games in NFL history. I don't care what anyone says, but if you're going off this game, what's going to happen against Carolina, you're wrong because Carolina's warmer than Seattle, and it's not going to be as cold game day. It's going to be supposedly it's going to be partly cloudy and sunny, so that's great. I mean, we don't have any really elements to play against other than a little bit of cold, which I'm pretty sure Seattle can take care of, especially coming off this win. Guys, you gotta remember it. Once you come off a really close, hard fought win like we just did, that gives us so much momentum because if we can do it on the one of the coldest games in the history of the NFL, the third coldest to be exact, we can do it against anyone in any other weather. You really have to think about it that way. When you overcome adversity as the Seahawks have, you will win and you will have the heart of a champion. And I'm gonna leave it off at that, guys. So you new Seahawks fans, if you did subscribe to me, I got a couple subscriptions from from some new Seahawks fans. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you all think about the win, how you felt about the win, and how you're feeling today. Hope you have an amazing, blessed day, guys. And remember, go Hawks! I'll catch you guys later. Peace.